Afternoon, everybody. Lisa Raitt is tweeting, and are you ready for your taxes to go up and the price of everything to go up? Carbon tax hitting 2019, January 1, and CPP contribution increase January 1st, 2019. Everybody ready? Are you ready? I don't think so. They're predicting that food, grocery bill is going to go up by $400 next year. But don't worry about that. You're going to be making tons of money, right? Oh, except that your CPP contribution's gone up as well? Yes, it has. Lisa Raitt is tweeting, quote, always read the fine print of an advertising claim. According to Finance Canada, this tweet below only applies for those who make enhanced contributions for the 40 years starting in 2019. And it's a tweet of Justin Trudeau's, and he was tweeting this out. It's a retweet of a tweet he did out in July, but he says, quote, protecting and enhancing your retirement, that's what our plan to strengthen the Canadian pension plan is all about. And this is an advertising campaign, right? They're advertising their plan. That's the whole point of, politics, I guess, to get your ideas out there and to advertise them, etc. But this is not the whole story, and that's what Lisa Raitt is warning about. And Lisa Raitt, just in case you're not sure, is the deputy leader of the opposition, right? So she's somebody who would know about these things. So here's a snippy reply from Gary Bobke. I think that's how you say it, but I'm not sure. JT forgot to mention that all of the business community are paying for this through extra source deduction imposed on the employer, making it more expensive to employ young people trying to enter the workplace. No matter, you're welcome, even though you haven't thanked us. And yeah, so, and this is the original tweet, CTV is reporting about the CPP changes and enhancements as well. So we'll look at that. Quote, 2019 marks the beginning of CPP enhancements to be rolled out over 7 years. Beginning in early 2019, the Canada Pension Plan and Quebec Pension Plan will phase in enhanced benefits over the next 7 years to provide more financial support for Canadians after they retire. However, while pension contributions will gradually increase for all employees and employers, the younger generation will see the lion's share of enhanced benefits as the improvements slowly make their way through the system. And I skip down. One increase will involve a series of higher contribution rates from 2019 to 2023, and the other will involve a higher ceiling on annual income subject to contributions in 2024 and 2025. On January 1st, 2019, the total rate paid by employees and employers will rise to 10.2%, up from 9.9%. Employee portion contribution rises to 5.10% from 4.95%. The contribution rate is scheduled to gradually increase to 11.9% of an employee's pensionable earnings in 2023. So just to be clear, 5.10% is a lot for you, but the employer is paying that plus more. It gets up to almost 6% or 6.04%, I suppose, if you add it all up, in 2023. And that's for every single employee. It makes it really expensive, very expensive. Okay, so that's something to consider going forward. Why it's great to want to give people benefits, right, for years and years of hard work. It's another to destroy their chances of getting a job because employers can't afford all of the fees that it costs to hire somebody. Really. So it's interesting. You know, if it were easier to hire somebody, maybe more people would be working. I don't know. So back to the article. In each of 2024, 2025, however, the ceilings will be determined by a new formula, meaning people earning above a certain threshold will contribute more and receive more CPP benefits than they would under the original calculation. So this is a tax. They're taking your money to then give it to you later to ensure you're taken care of. I don't know. I don't like this plan one little bit. I skipped down. Hassan Youssef, president of the Canadian Labour Congress, says the economic benefit of CPP enhancements will more than offset the increased costs and help the overall economy by giving retirees more buying power. I'm going to pause right there. Do you recognize this language? The economic benefit of CPP enhancements will offset the increased costs. They've said this about the illegal immigrants. They've said this about increasing refugees. They've said this about all sorts of things that people have disagreements. Is all that is required to get this line in there that you find somebody who's got a couple of letters after his name, went to a certain university, and then be willing to say it in the newspaper? Is that all that it takes? Because I know a fleece job when I see it, right? And this is a fleece job. For real. This is crazy. So they're like punishing people. And I mean, with the best of intentions, right? But that's where the road to certain not nice places is paved, right? The best of intentions. Come on. It's we need to free up our economy, and we've seen the benefits of that. Look at Trump's absolutely roaring economy after he trashed Obama's bureaucracy, right? And instead of following those lessons with our biggest trading partner, instead of doing that, we're poking him in the eye and doing the opposite. We're binding and regulating to absolute death. Look at Alberta. It's absolutely criminal. It's so frustrating. Okay, back to this. I believe, quote, Hussein Yusuf, I believe the premium increase is going to have little or no impact, both on workers, but equally so on employers who are going to have to contribute, says Yusuf, who campaigned for several years to get support for the enhancements. He says small business owners, like their employees and the self-employed, have difficulty saving for retirement. So the CPP is going to guarantee they get something out of the system, Yusuf says. Of course, it will take some time for this new enhancement to deliver the benefits, but that's the nature of all pensions. Right. One of the main voices speaking against the enhanced CPP when it was proposed in 2016 was the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. Monique Moreau, the CFIB's vice president for national affairs, says the business group constantly needs to remind governments that its members must deal with a range of cost increases, not just the expense of the latest initiative. An enhanced CPP may seem like a relatively manageable increase, but that's just for the CPP, Moreau says. She notes that a new federal carbon tax will go into effect next year in the provinces that don't have a comparable program. So, more and more of these costs on businesses add up, and soon businesses go, well, it would be better for me to go work for the government, so forget this, and people walk away. Okay, here is, look at that smarmy potato face, and here he is, and I want to set this, I don't know if I should set this up with we'll listen to it and then come back and listen to it again after I only want to listen to him one time. Okay. So talking about how Justin Trudeau has a hard time giving you the whole story, he likes to tell people, and this is a tweet from Slim Pickings, so thank you, Slim Pickings. He says, kind of like when Justin glibly lies about the child benefit program helping 9 out of 10 Canadian families, when of course 9 out of 10 Canadian families do not actually have children. And here's the stats, and this is from the CSD.ca, right? And so you can see married at home with children, the Canadian population is 41%, and then male lone parent and female lone parent is less than 15%. So in total, we're looking at less than 60%. So 6 of 10 homes would have children, 6 of 10. And yet, here's Mr. Trudeau.
It's a pleasure to be here, Tammy.
Well, first off, can you tell us a little bit about the changes to the child benefit program?
Well, basically what we did was we took all the various child benefit programs that are out there. We bundled them together into one simple Canada child benefit that's going to drop monthly into 9 out of 10 Canadian families' accounts, and it's more generous for those 9 out of 10 Canadian families. It gives support so people can buy healthier groceries, pay for summer camp, pay for back to school supplies, an average of about $200 more every month for 9 out of 10 Canadian families. So,
I mean, really? Okay. And just to underline, so we can all see, at best, 6 out of 10 families. So 9 out of 10 families. Does Justin Trudeau know that? He should, as he's the Prime Minister. He should know that. So is he just, who knows? Who knows what motivates potato face Justin? I'm not sure. I don't know. Here is Justin Trudeau during the debates, and this is Steeper 33's mix-up or mash-up of it, and I thought it was quite funny, so we're going to watch it for a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to show you the lie, because here's Justin Trudeau making a promise, and the promise is 3 unbalanced budgets and then a balanced budget, 3 deficits and a balanced budget. He never said, I don't think $20 billion is a small deficit. I don't think it is, but I mean, maybe Justin Trudeau does think that. Who knows? Here is Justin Trudeau.
Yes, we are going to run modest deficits for the next 3 years. That's what our plan is about, and I'm being straight and honest. Mr. Mulcair's plan is to actually do what we know politicians of all parties, including my own, have done in the past, which is to say we're going to balance the books, and then, oops, the numbers are worse than we thought. We're going to have to break our promises. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm being honest with Canadians. We're going to run 3 deficits. There I am looking straight at Canadians and being honest the way I always have. We said we are committed to balanced budgets, and we are. We will balance that budget in 2019.
And yet, here is the Financial Post reporting Federal deficits came in at $19 billion last year. Final reports on 2017-18 spending shows, and we're on track for $20 billion deficit. And it's not looking good. Not looking good for a balanced budget in 2019, that's for sure. Especially considering it's going to take till 2040, according to the PBO. And here's Global News reporting the federal budget won't be balanced until 2040. Finance Department. Sorry, it wasn't the PBO, it was the Finance Department. So I did have to go look for it. But link is in the description. Make sure you go and watch for yourself. But Lisa Raitt has a point. Read the fine print, Canada. The point is Justin Trudeau is going to be as flashy and as fast and loose with the truth as he is about giving Canadians money away to other countries. And that's sad, and it's going to affect the 2019 election. So I hope that we are able to see through the facade of the flashy hair and the crazy socks of Justin Trudeau and have a higher standard for Prime Minister. Maybe somebody who believes in Canadian values, and maybe somebody who believes in Canada as one nation rather than Alberta funding the rest of Eastern Canada and Justin Trudeau's lofty utopian ideals. I don't know. CanadaPoly.com has private forums. Private forums means you have to register, but once you register, you can join the conversation. Come and join ours. We would love to have you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the People's Party of Canada.ca, and let's make sure not to make another mistake and have Justin Trudeau as the leader of the country post-2019. Thanks for watching.